Hello everyone. So I'm Dr. Roland A. Drolet. I'm going to present the second video clip, which is entitled On the Benefit of Meditation in General. So I'm going to tell you a bit about the general effects of meditation physiologically, emotionally, and also spiritual effect of meditation. This is a so vast subject that I'm not going to go into too much details there because it has been discussed for over 2,000 years in so many books by so many people. So today I'm going to give you a few details about the general benefit of meditation, and I invite you to get this book. I'm not paid for telling you that, but the book from David G.I., or J.I. rather, altogether, which is called Secrets of Meditation. It has been translated in French as well, okay? And this book is interesting because this guy has been meditating with the SHPAC center in California, and he has been really involved with meditation for over 30 years. So he talks in this book about different aspects of meditation and different kinds of meditation, including yoga, more spiritual yoga, Buddhist meditation, and he talks about biofeedback. He talks about so many different kinds of meditation. So it is what I could say, a mind opener about meditation, and it has been translated in French very recently. Okay, so let's just start with the importance, the general effect of meditation. First, we have to mention the importance of the attitude. Positive and negative attitude towards life is basic, because people who have a negative attitude, it seems that they get all kinds of trouble, they are not happy, and they always complain about other people's being responsible for anything wrong that happens in their life. And if you have the positive attitude, well, then you realize that you are the cause, or you are the person responsible for what happens to you, for your happiness. And of course, a lot of things can happen to disturb you, as we'll see a little bit later. But if you have a positive attitude and if you meditate regularly, it will help you really be more calm and take better decisions, not only for yourself but for the people, to help people around you. So we can talk about physiological effects, emotional and spiritual, and as I mentioned, I will concentrate a little more here about the physiological and emotional effects, okay, that has been well documented. So this is just a summarized introduction mentioning the specific effects that have been measured when people have been meditating for a long time or while they are meditating, okay? So spiritually, we can say that the purpose or the aim of meditation is to develop a feeling of unity with everything and every life form in the metaverse, or the multitude of universes that exist, not only our universe, but the billions of universes that exist according to Buddhism, and also according to recent quantum mechanic development involving what we call the chord theory, okay, with multi-dimensions. And so to develop what we call a new body and nervous system adaptive capacity. Because we have realized recently, I would say for the last 10 years or so, scientists have realized that our nervous system actually evolves depending on what we do physically and what we think, and so we can repair our synapse and we can produce new synapses, not only in the peripheral nervous system, but even in our brain. And as we say in some article that were published a few years ago, they came to the conclusion, a lot of scientists, well, a few scientists who did these research, to the effect that if we don't use a capacity, we eventually lose it. Okay? So this is a drastic conclusion, but it involves the plasticity of the brain, which is the term used to mean that synapses can strengthen, okay? Synapses can be generated, reproduced, and nervous cells can be reproduced in the central nervous system as well as peripheral nervous system. So actually it is important to realize that by our activity, by what we do, we can actually improve our nervous system capacity, which is really the physical tool used to connect with our spirit and our higher self or our inner self, depending which way you look at it, okay? Now I'm coming to the specific emotional and physiological effects of meditation, starting with the idea of the primitive scaring attacks that were involved in what we call fight or run response, induced by these scaring attacks. Suppose in the jungle that a tiger is attacking you, you will have all kinds of stressful effects which are involved very physiological and physiological effects that have been measured, and with regular meditation, which involves what we call a calm perception, okay, you will have opposed effect to this stressful or scaring attack response, which are increased blood pressure, which causes stress on the heart, of course. The stress hormones are increased, like adrenaline and cortisol that are involved in run or fight tactics. Blood glucose level increase, insulin decreases, blood flow in digestive system decreases to allow more blood to be available for the muscle to run away, okay, or to make another attack or defensive response. The growth and sexual hormones are depressed, but the immune system is also depressed, which is an opposite effect that can be caused by regular meditation involving calm perception. You will increase the capacity of your immune system, and also in these stress response, the blood platelets involved in blood coagulation will gather and raise in volume, because this is something that you are going to need if you actually bleed in an attack. So all these stressful responses causing all kinds of health problems, potentially, that has been named by the author David G. that I mentioned earlier. All these diagnostic can be developed with long-term stress, like coronopathy, anxiety, dependence, diabetes, gastrointestinal troubles, infection, even cancer, heart attack, and infarctus can be developed with long-term stress, which are, in a sense, prevented with regular meditation, whether it's a Buddhist meditation, biofeedback, or electro-spiritual meditation that we are going to discuss in further details in these 10 video clip series. These type of meditation, regular meditation, will actually improve your sense not only of improved capacity to respond to aggression, but it will increase your sense of happiness, of being relaxed and happier in life. Okay, so that's about it as a general introduction to the physiological effect, not neglecting the emotional and spiritual effects, but the spiritual effects are something really that where you have books on this, and the idea here was to give an introduction to physical and physiological effects of meditation. Okay, so thank you very much, and I wish you the best of days today.